Buttons depressed.
All right, let's do this thing. Taco Tuesday. Quiet on the set.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And this is Lunch, coming to you live from Deltona, Florida. Here are the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another glorious edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours. Because it's
right.
a day.
It's Taco Tuesday, also known as Two for Tuesday, right here on NBNN. So make sure you bundle up because we'll be doubling up on those bundles at the butt and the top of the hour. And of course, make sure you're raffled up because raffles are open. Exclamation, I love free shit for a chance to win mystery game keys. That's right. And of course, if you want your own personal mystery game key, all you got to do is tip us 300 bits on either stream, and we'll give you a mystery game key of your own.
Yes.
Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Tuesday, May 16th, 2023, here inside and outside Trinity Avatar. And of course, we've got some topics for you today. I wouldn't call it news, just topics. But of course,
topics.
Always interesting topics.
I think we shall call them mild discussions.
Mild discussions?
Very so mild that it's like, why do they exist? But don't forget, exclamation mark I love free shit. Exclamation mark bundle me on both streams. Yes. Thank you.
Well, our first
Yes.
topic today has actually made it to page 2.
The first topic is the Tweeterverse, man.
You mean the absolutely nothing going on in the Tweeterverse? You insist on
Hey, man.
going out to the Tweeterverse where we know there's nothing new?
Or the QA patch notes.
Where we know there's nothing new?
Hey, man, there was a post on Thursday.
On Thursday?
Where they updated it to the live build.
We covered that. But you weren't here for that because you were you were doing something that day.
I was being a chauffeur.
You were being a chauffeur that day, yeah. Which I pointed the fact out that patching live stuff to the QA server does not constitute QA server notes.
No.
Because that's what he did. He linked to the regular patch notes and said, QA server patch notes can be found here, and posted a link directly to the
release notes?
To the live server notes, which were the May 11th build 1657 notes. And, of course, those are live notes. Those aren't QA release notes. Patching live to QA is not release notes. So, yeah, had to point that out. Got to give them a chance, Laz? No.
We've given them a chance.
Yeah, we've given them
lots of chances.
Almost 10 years of our lives' chances,
Oops.
And, of course, we're still here, because, we still have hope, keeping fingers crossed, that something...
What does Krishna want? And
Krishna?
Damn it. Yeah. And why won't this let me move the right window?
I don't know. Can you move the left window?
No. Well, it keeps on grabbing the window underneath it. What the fuck?
Variables, they take time. Variables are hard, I know. Variables are hard. Yeah, I don't think anything's going to come up on Twitter that we don't already expect or know of. That's definitely for sure. Unless it's a note that we're aware of or an update that we're aware of. Even then, we don't necessarily see notes on that stuff. Don't necessarily see notes on that stuff.
We're not the ones that actually told people, hey, we are going to make
more effort,
more open to communicate with everybody. And we are going to be more open with our communication like we used to be. I mean, we used to get a stand-up meeting notes every single day.
Every day.
Yeah, but not anymore. I mean, do we know why not anymore? We don't.
Because there's no staff anymore.
Oh.
Because Chris is never gonna miss another stand-up notes now that he's in charge of it.
Yeah.
That's a direct quote, by the way.
Yes. Seriously, I want to move this window on my stream. I mean, it's like, guys, keep up with any of your promises. Okay, so which one are we going to first?
Where are the three most prized lots in NPC towns and why? Now, we voiced our opinions on this, and this is a poll open for everybody out there. So if you have an opinion, I'm going to share this with you.
Yes,
All
I really want to say none of the above. But right now, Owl's Head is in the lead.
you mean that town that somebody complained about that wonders why Owl's Head is such a big deal, which has 34.6% of the vote, which is shockingly
Yeah.
bigger than almost anything except Sultan, which, of course, I would tend to agree with those two.
Well, and Taru is like, just for the sake of discussion, where are the top three most prized towns to have a lot in? This poll includes only the top 25 NPC towns. And hold on, I have no idea who's calling me from Indiana.
Indiana? The hell's in Indiana?
It's a work call.
Oh.
They can go to voicemail. Hold on, I have to read an agreement with some group in Singapore.
An agreement? I agree to nothing.
Yes.
Wait, these people love you today.
Yeah, they can leave a voicemail.
All right, anyway.
Yes, so my
Can I
favorite
talk to you about
three.
your car's warranty? Yeah, absolutely.
No, that was a work call. Hold on, I should go ahead and log in to sign in. Someone's calling my extension, which I don't understand why.
You have an extension?
Yes, I do.
That's funny.
Yes, it is. Because I'm like the third most important person at this company or something like that. Maybe fourth or fifth. Maybe none of them. Okay. What text message?
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
that one was for you, Jack.
all voicemail.
Send it all to voicemail.
Hey, John, this is.
Yep, there's a voicemail. And Tina's like, I have an extension too. My current favorites are in order. Owl's Head, because the layout is different, a variety in sizes, quest content, fair load times, and there's a lot of history there. Good places for vendors. Dislike the manual gates at the upper end, forcing a dismount. Braemar, the first town, the chicken room of towns, good load time, sadly village lots only. Strange orientation of roads blocked by fences. Sultan, modeled after Braemar. Starter area and quest content, good load times. Technically, the starter role and town layout were unjustly stolen from Braemar, probably because the need for proximity to Solace Bridge. Fair place for vendors, sadly, village lots only, and a graveyard. Honorable mentions. Kingsport for the layout and access to map, but actually Port Graph is similar and nicer, but lacks continental access ships. Decent load times, used to be good place for vendors. Kingsport sewers.
You know,
Central
Kingsport
Brittany.
is actually one of those towns that I don't care for the layout of. Out of all the towns, Kingsport, I think, is one of the worst laid out towns in the game, personally. That's just my 2 cents on that one. Followed by number 3 on this list, but we'll get to that in a moment.
Okay, so that was security scanning software and penetration testing company. They're like, we want you to pay for your renewal. It's like, okay, got to get the boss to agree.
Give me money, boss.
Yeah, Kingsport, I don't like the layout of it either, but it is one of the more unique layouts. Central Brittany, this is where my first lot in the release game was. This is where the main Brittany castle is. Great town with unique design and content, but used to have horrible load time. Still a good place for vendors.
Really? I never go to Central Brittany for vendors, only because I think it's one of them
I
towns
don't blame you.
that are too big. Way
I
too
don't
big.
blame.
When was the last time you were in Central Brittany?
A long time ago. Da, 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 da.
Next up.
Resolute, because it is different, decent load times with a great lot size variety, although not easy to get to on the map. Strongly dislike asking guards to open the gate. Ardoris used to have the worst load times and was mostly vacant, but now it is a great place for vendors and always full. Although I will disagree with that, because I would say that it is, every time I've checked, there have been open lots.
You know, surprisingly enough, Doris is the only NPC town where I've consistently seen lots open and fill over the years.
Yeah.
Sometimes only, 1 or 2 lots, other times 5 or 6 lots, including earlier this year where I actually got a town lot right down by the docks. And probably the best town lot on the water by far down there, in my opinion, because as soon as you come off the boat, I'm the only vendor on the docks right there that you can see without having to go way out of your way to find, so when people come off the docks and take the turn to go to the stairs, man, there's my vendor sitting right there.
Yep.
I used to find Doris annoying until, of course, I learned how to use the fast travel around there. I used to always drop in at the main entrance, then run down, to the boat and happen. Mom waves to my vendor all the time. Well, thank you, Mom. Thank you for being polite. What are you saying? I know she was
I
going
do
to
wave
say.
to him. I don't spend any money there because, I make my own shit, but I wave to him.
Yeah, well, that's cool to know. And of course, again, I just stumbled upon that one day. I was doing something, and I says, "Hold on, what do you mean? What do you mean a town lot's open on the docks?" And I went down and looked, and I says, "Oh, screw me, I got to take this." Even though I have what I think is probably one of the other best locations in Ardoris, which is right across from Timothy the Enchanter, which is the guy you have to go see for the Death Bunny quest. So being right there by the Death Bunny quest, I always thought was a great lot. But anyway, moving right along. Let's see. Did you happen to vote on these, by the way?
No, I did not.
I think I'm going to vote. I have to definitely agree. Where do you vote?
Voting is closed.
Oh, poll closed today at 12:45. Stupid. Okay. That's what they get for not waiting for us to cover it. But I definitely would have put Owl's Head and Sultan definitely in there. Out of all the rest of them, hard to say.
Well, I mean, it's like realistically with zone and recall scrolls, it doesn't matter.
Well, we've covered that ground before, but you know, is he's looking at several different factors, of course. Lot choice size. For those people who only ever finished the starter quest and got a free lot, they can't move into some of these places like Sultan or Owl's Head. You can if you can find, but those lots very rarely ever come up for sale. Although I do know that our friend, what's his name? What the heck is his name?
Cece?
No, Vulcan Jedi. Vulcan Jedi
Oh, okay.
apparently either sold a lot or somebody sold a lot in Owl's Head recently and gave him a whole bunch. He got a whole bunch of donations towards Extra Life from it. So um, I haven't had a chance to ask him, but if Vulcan Jedi does hear this and wants to reply to me, by all means, please PM me, hit me up wherever you can, and let me know what happened with that.
I'll tell you exactly what happened with it.
And Ridge Troll says it does matter until you get a teleport to lot scroll.
That's a recall
No,
scroll.
not really. It's called a recall scroll, and if you don't have a house yet, you can recall to any town crier in the game until you get your own lot. In which case, town criers are usually centrally located to access anything.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't matter until they get a place anywhere deed. Still disagree. You don't have to necessarily have a place anywhere deed. Once you have any deed, every deed is equally accessible once you can recall directly to your own lot, in my opinion. Now, of course, if you want to be able to say, buy stuff from other vendors and then be able to craft efficiently, well, then you're looking at, does the town have crafting stations? Do you live next door to somebody like Jack does, who has all the elite
With
crafting
craft.
stations?
Well, I could have them all on my lot. I just choose not to.
I thought you sold all yours.
Did I?
I thought you did.
I might have some somewhere. I don't know. Or I sold them all. I can't remember.
It's absolutely
I
moronic
think,
that we can't recall to our own steps. Well, we can. What are you talking about? What do you mean there, Bridge Troll? I don't get it. Who makes inconvenient magic?
Yes.
Now the original zone, the way it was, where you would actually zone directly to the person you wanted to zone to, and right next to them, nonetheless, like the GMs do, to teleport the friend that should bring you directly to your friend and not to the beginning of the zone. That's some inconvenient magic, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
Yeah, when I zone to you guys, when I'm coming to Owl's Head, it either puts me at the last place you came into Owl's Head at, or it's here.
And
it's not always the same.
there are ways around that, Bridge Troll. You know that, right? Like
Yes.
making people friends of your lot, or if it's a POT, having a POT marker out front of your lot. Of course, again, that comes with some caveats. Will the POT owner allow you to place the marker in front of your lot? Who pays for the marker in front of your lot, which is most likely going to be you. But stupid magic. I agree. Like I said, I believe a teleport to friend scroll should be a teleport to friend scroll should be a teleport to friend scroll. So if you're standing in front of your lot and somebody teleports to you, they should teleport directly to where you're standing.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, like you mean like that old zone scroll that we had?
Well, I mentioned that, the old zone. And that was before we actually had scrolls. It was just a slash command. It was just slash zone.
Yeah. And the
POTs
funny
kill the
thing is,
game. I don't support them. Yes, I agree. Too many
well, it's
POTs kill the game.
the thing that killed it wasn't like POTs in and of itself. It
Too
was
many.
too many, and the breaking of promises to early adopters. Um, and because every single POT owner was supposed to have a custom designed POT. They were supposed to have a design session with a developer, and then the developer was going to design the POT based off of their requirements.
Yes. Well, every single Duke was supposed to get their own custom head too, but we see how that
Yeah.
worked out.
But if you think about what their ability to overcommit is really based off of an unrealistic expectation of their own developers, and those overcommitments were just shafted straight out of everywhere. It's like if you think of the custom heads for the Dukes and Lord of the Manors, then from there it's like that would have taken a developer probably 8 to 10 hours of custom tweaking for every single individual, and there was 300 plus Dukes by the time they stopped selling those. And had they sat there and said only people that applied during the Kickstarter, and then they would have had to change the description of it, then it would have been of like 11 Dukes, and that would have been more manageable. But it is all stuff that, hey, we said we're going to actually do these things, and they never did them. So overcommitment and not delivering anything currently, like a certain person that's like, hey, I'll be back to full-time-ish on this thing after I get in November, and never heard from.
All right, moving on with opinions.
All the towns suck. All the towns suck. Elad's Lighthouse has 2 unique lots. The town next to the waterfall and the castle lot overlooking the town, which has an extra entrance townside, which other castle lots in similar towns do not have. Did have both at one time, but needed the deeds for my pots. As always,
I have no idea where Conjure is coming from on this one.
As I always needed ways to safe fall, I don't use the gates that slowly open or need to be opened by guards, but climb a ladder and jump from the wall to the other side. Well, it's kind of like that would be me leaving the upper area of Owl's Head. I jump over the wall.
But you can't jump back. That's the problem.
Yeah. Just a reminder that you can vote up to 3 times. Blah, blah, blah. I figured there might be a wider spread. No, it's because there ain't shit. Before the initial land rush, I was excited for a spot in the NPC town, but by the time they got to my group, top of the founder Baron list, there weren't any spots left. I was pretty bummed. Now I couldn't care less about an NPC town spot. Braemar to Braemar, no Brookside and East March. Hey, Brookside is where my keep lot is. I haven't been there in like a year.
Yeah, Brookside. I used to like Brookside until they Yeah, what is this guy doing?
What?
Is oh, I was gonna say, watch
Which
the
guy?
Amazon delivery guy come up to the door and drop a package, then turn around and pick the package up and walk away. And I'm like, first off, I wasn't expecting any Amazon packages, and of course it was for next door, so he went and
Hey
delivered
man,
it where it's supposed to be.
that's how Amazon steals packages.
Yeah.
With the prevalence of security cams in front of houses, I don't know why people would do that. Damned porch pirates. Speaking of that,
Too many
what
cameras
is my-
out there.
I know, every
Town-
single house.
Yeah, towns are fine, but worthless without players. There are too
Yeah.
many towns for the player base, absolutely. They never attracted the player base, absolutely. And now they seem to be skimming cash. Game may be done. Please explain that one.
Yeah, and what do you mean by skimming cash?
Yeah, and what gives you that impression, or what proof do you have that there would be skimming cash? I'm
Yeah,
just
because
curious.
The only person that would have access to the
The cash.
cash would be Chris.
There's no cash in this game. It's all gold and silver and
Kodos.
gems. And things.
I don't know. I got $9 cash that disappears every month to this company, so.
Well, that disappears to Portalarium.
Well,
not to
yeah,
Catnip Games.
Portalarium, yeah, right.
Besides, that's not cash. That's digital.
Yeah, no substantial update in over a year. Well, they are just taking the cash and no longer improving the game. No, I disagree with you there, Bridge Troll. They are paying people to apply several bug fixes and occasionally work on new features and new towns.
New towns,
I will
maybe. I
agree.
don't know. I don't know
I
if I'll
will-
agree with new features just yet.
Well, we do have a couple new POTs, or a new POT this year already. So
New POT.
POT, yes.
Okay.
Or, I'm sorry, not POT.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Sorry. We do have a new town with some stuff. Well, yeah, new towns have been a joke forever, but still.
Since Joe's Helm.
Jotunheim. Jotunheim.
Well, before we move on, it's time to stop at the butt of the hour, a little past the butt, to pull some wieners. So we're going to close that out and pull us a couple wieners for some streamer bundles. And our two winners are Tina and Long Live the Stymie. Congratulations.
Hold on. Now I got to go find that tab again. Oh, damn it. I was logged out of the dashboard. How fucking stupid is that?
Hate when that happens.
Manage 4 unique entries. Draw, Stymie, and Lomir. So Lomir, walk on over and do that trade while I mail the one to the Savage Furry.
The Savage Furry getting a double shot.
I know. Right in the face. Okay. Thank you. And you know what that means?
Oh,
The giveaway
thank you.
is reopened as soon as I type in retype in everything. This time I might even like do it so that way I spell bundle me correctly.
Oh,
Maybe.
that helps.
Well, remember the last week or the week before when I forgot an E and bundle me?
Yeah, I sure do.
Bundle them. Bundle them.
Bundle 'em.
Yes. Bundle me! Exclamation mark! Bundle me! Only got one person in so far on my side. Mom wants her bundles.
Mom wants
really?
her jars.
Yes. Her bottles, man. Bottles.
Hey,
I
moving
will
right
also
along.
accept gnomes.
You what?
Seriously, why did I?
I will also accept gnomes. I'm building an army.
A gnome army. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Giant turd. Let's put in a group-only mob in a game that is lucky to have one concurrent group on a good day.
Yes.
Let's see. Any groups open? No. That looking for group is coming real handy when there ain't nobody fucking using it. Absolutely.
Well, you would need players to actually be playing the game.
Hey, I got 50 players playing the game.
I've got 33. But I mean, think of all that time that was spent on artifact crafting.
Well, I think about all the time that was spent making the looking for group programming that we really didn't fucking need, but that's, beside the point.
Well, we kind of needed a looking for group, but we
No,
needed
it
a
didn't,
better system for
didn't need it.
PvP before that.
It didn't need it. What's looking for
Oh,
group got to do with PvP? Absolutely nothing. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Looking for group. The VMC has a group, what, every Friday night, Lomir?
Fridays, sometimes Saturdays.
Yeah, yeah, and they just plan together in their Discord, and they all get together, and it's a group you're never going to see because it's a private group, like all the other groups out there that are usually private groups. And it used to be,
Yeah.
I would get pinged, dozens of times a day, sitting around going, "Laz, I need somebody, come join our group. Laz, I need somebody, come join our group. Laz, I need somebody, come join our group." And usually I would when I was hanging around, more often in those days. But again, you get to the point where I'm at, where Bridge Troll's at, and I'm not even close to Bridge Troll. But Bridge Troll's got GM everything, so he really doesn't
Yeah.
need to go out group hunting anymore. He's got just about everything he could ever want.
Well, for that, I mean, it's like you really have to look at how you improve the gameplay,
Yeah,
which means you diversify enemy AI and you also put caps on what players can do
and then
in a
Tina says, not
multiplayer
always, but
game.
sometimes we open up the group to the public. But not always, but sometimes they actually open it up to the public.
Yeah. Hey, Laz, if it makes
Hey,
you feel
Jack.
better, I got 250th place earlier.
Boo, screw you. You finally got that achievement?
Again,
Yeah.
yes. That
What
was
is the achievement for that this time around? Is a skin, isn't it?
the white paint for the
Yeah,
pickup,
white paint for the
white paint for the classic.
yeah. Right now I'm working on the green wrap for the classic. Got,
See, I made a mistake. I missed the blue wrap
yeah, so did
for the
I.
classic.
I don't know how I did it.
Well, earlier I noticed like the browser window that I had open for the stream that I was watching, it wasn't counting the time
Yeah, that's no
for
good.
some odd reason. Yeah, that's no cool. Not cool at all. So
Anyway,
I mean,
moving right along.
and this guy's got a viewer for a very, very long time, and yet I'm not receiving any credit. But moving right along, Celestis is a really beautiful town. I only included the top 25 towns by percent occupancy. No harvest? Please add Elad's Lighthouse to the pool. Added. Added. I did not realize I could add stuff to an existing pool. Or poll. How much I personally prize a lot is very subjective and can have a completely different reasons from one person to the other. Oh man, do we have to do this? Read
You
this?
don't have
I mean,
to, but we're already here,
okay.
so.
Yeah, but it is.
Like I said, you know, I'm interested in learning what everybody's rationale is to this. So
there's all kinds of things that people find beautiful that they don't. But yeah, it's like you need a player population. It's really, we need players. How do we get more players?
well, to conjure a dragon's point,
Laz and Jack have to be positive.
Isn't you always clouded in fog?
You? No.
Okay, I thought it was always clouded in fog.
No. I haven't been to you in a long time, but I don't remember it being in fog.
On the overland.
On the overland, it's a clouded in fog?
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
Yeah, come on. Let's do this.
Novia.
I'm just gonna teleport to you, and then we'll step out. Even better.
I don't remember you being shrouded in. I mean, Brookside inside the scene is always covered in fog, but I don't.
Yeah, one of the reasons why. Yeah, on the outside, it was. Let's go. East entrance. I thought it was always covered in fog on the overworld, not sometimes. Anybody know any different on that one?
Hold on. Ironically, I'm over by someone's favorite town.
Yeah, I hate Brookside with a passion as well, Tina, especially when they put the fog in. I used to really enjoy Brookside until they put the fog in. Once they put the fog in, I moved out. I think that was one of the stupidest ideas they ever made.
Yeah, Radio City's an empty town again.
Radio City's always been an empty town. All right, and out to the overworld.
I'm having to avoid 2 NPC encounters. I've seen 3 NPC encounters so far, and I'm running from Blood River all the way around.
Well, that's a long run.
Hey, man, it's not that long.
Yeah, long enough. Long enough.
I think I will only see 5 NPC encounters by the time I get to
you. Clouded in fog. Oh, he's clouded in fog.
But inside the town, it's not foggy.
It's never said anything about inside the town.
But still, I mean, it's like, why have it covered in fog?
Because it's a throwback to the lore of Ultima Online. That's why.
I don't remember you being
shrouded. I don't recall you being shrouded in fog either. But apparently, it's part of the lore.
It was spread out throughout the woods.
Well, the fog has got something to do with Ultima Online and its history. I don't know why, because I don't remember you ever having fog at all. I don't remember ever seeing fog in Ultima Online.
So, hey, I'm now at 4 NPC encounters that I have seen on the overworld map. Now, where is Laz at? Or did I not go the right way?
Yeah, I'll give you a helping hand there.
Yeah, I'm on the wrong side of the fucking mountain. Can I run around this mountain?
You should be able to. You're way off in the distance.
There's number 5. I have seen 5 NPC encounters. that I saw between. That is a fucking stupid. I saw 5 NPC encounters running up the entire west side of the map to get to you.
Including that barbarian
5.
over there?
No, that would be 6 because I did not see that before I got here. And now I can't see that barbarian. Oh, there he is. But since I chose a different route, I saw the boar. So that would have also been 5.
Yes, you
But
always.
that's fucking stupid.
Well, I mean, yeah. But why
When did they
does
do this?
been like this forever?
No, it hasn't.
Sure, it has.
No, it hasn't.
Shortly after it was put in, it was done. Yes.
Not shortly after it was put in. It used to not be covered in fog.
When it was originally put in, it wasn't. Shortly after it was put in, it was.
Because remember, we had lots of you at one point in time.
I still have a lot in you. I mean, I still have a lot.
I had a lot in you as well. At one
I remember, I got lots everywhere, man. I got lots all over the map. You name it, there's a purple dragon in location somewhere near you in the game. Well, there's actually a purple dragon in you, but you know what I meant. Yeah, but again, Tina is reiterating it's been in for forever and a day, this fog. So anyway, I don't understand why Conjure Dragon says sometimes, it's always covered in fog.
Yeah, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah. Well, I got to agree that putting fog inside that other town is completely stupid, but they did it anyway.
Well, that one should actually have a fog bank near like the entire coast.
It should be sort of like, let's see, let's go over to, how far are we on the map? Let me see here. How far are we away? That's too far of a fucking run for right now. Let's go down to Snug Harbor, Journey's End.
Fuck, that's where I just ran from.
I know, but are we going to teleport there?
Teleport. And I shall follow and save myself.
Yep, I was just going to say, might as well just wait and take the free ride.
Oh, wait, I'm going to enter area. I'm going to have to teleport to friend in a minute. Because I didn't have you on my list of zones.
How did I get a purple dragon in you? Yeah.
Well, because Laz owns the purple dragon inns.
No, Tina says, how did you get a purple dragon in me?
Well, it's like, how do you get all bad dragons inside of people?
Lots of lube.
Where there's a will, there's a way, man.
You may want to jump here because I don't know if you're going to be able to jump once I travel to the overworld again. So.
Oh, I'm teleporting to Journey's End right now.
Okay. Hey, here's another useless town, by the way.
Yours?
Yeah, let's see how many people I have living here. I have all these empty lots, and I have 3 other people besides myself living in this whole town.
Well, I would blame the development team for receiving $1 million for advertising and not spending $1 million on advertising for said game. Then changing their business model from, hey, you pay for the game once and then you own it for the entire episode, to a free-to-play model, but not changing anything else in their business model. All of those I would blame, and not
Now, see, this I agree with. If you'll notice, once you come out here, there is a light overcast of fog right here. You can
Yeah,
see
in
floats
the
over the
swamp. Yeah.
water. But at times, this becomes very, very dense to the point where you can almost not see the actual town itself. Now, there was another report that I had to double check on that I can enter that island. Let's go to this real quick. Let me just see if I can do this first. E.
What, double click on Snug Harbor from here?
Yeah, used to be
Yeah,
able
I can
to,
do it.
but it doesn't enter anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, we highlight green, and even if you hit E, you used to be able to do that. Somebody complained about that. That was a, let me bring this topic up.
that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I know, and it was, let's see, island.
Ghost towns are players waiting for the game to finish. No, or they bought the game, invested a lot of money, and then quit the game, kind of like Radio City. They had a town there, but they all vacated. They all quit, so all the lots expired, and so the owner of the town quit the game. And what can you do then? It's like, hey, if they wanted a portion of their money back, they could always put it up for sale on shroudmarketplace.com.
Yeah, marketplace.
.com.
Where was it?
But Laz, we've got like 8 minutes left, so we should
Oh,
talk
here it
about
is.
some quick and dirty thing.
Yep, I'm going to get this one up, which again, this used to be something you could do. And I'm putting this topic over here so that we can talk about it.
Yeah. No. So abandoned towns should go to auction. No, I didn't say that. Because someone actually spent real world money for it. They could do a better job of hiding it. Are you ready to cover this as designed thing?
Yeah, which is stupid because that wasn't always the case, and I'm gonna point that out by the fact that when you put your cursor over there, you get the fucking green cursor that says you should be able to
Yeah.
interact with it. So being able to enter that town on the hex compared to this boat, which is a teleporter, which is not on the hex, which again is just a green highlighted arrow. You used to be able to just click on the island and go, because I used to do it all the time. But let's go ahead and talk about this as designed bullshit excuse here, because this is a bullshit excuse.
Well, so the funny thing is, like, even the logic that's used, I've noticed this for a while and finally decided to report it. In general, player-owned towns can be entered on the overland map by clicking or double-clicking on them. This is not the case for water-based island POTs, however. For Caladrina, whatever it is. Yes,
Caladruin,
absolutely, yeah. Tina. Absolutely. That's why they're supposed to buy Shroud Market. I can wade slightly into the water, click or double click on the town, but nothing happens. Instead, I must click on the boat on shore to enter the town. Why doesn't both means of entering the town work? Why can I not enter an island POT by simply clicking on the mouse of the town house structures when I'm standing in water? My opinion is that both means of entering a water pot should work if I click on the pot or on the boat. If I can wade slightly into the water to click on that town, that should work to enter the town.
It should, because you get a green icon. Otherwise,
it is usable. Green. It is usable. Alley-oops, like, because you can only enter land-based ones when you are standing in the invisible hex they are in.
Bullshit,
you cannot
not true.
enter a You cannot enter the water hex. That's what I was going to say. Bullshit, not true. And we can prove that. Anywhere you can wade down the world, blah, 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 is a bug. And Sanu's like, I didn't realize you can wade. But let's go back to the overworld map, right? Back on the overworld map.
Where are we going then?
Okay. So I am this far away from the boat for Snug Harbor, okay? And I'm going to double click on it. And I teleported from that distance.
I was gonna say, just any of the others. Where's Jackson?
I am now in Snug Harbor.
Yeah, but you're fucking hidden. Oh, there you are. No, you're in Snug Harbor.
That's because I was popping in. But it's one where it's like the distance that I just traveled was larger than the invisible fucking bug, invisible hex that town was in. Then if you think of Journey's End, oh, come on.
Yeah, I gotta get here and just gonna run right out.
Yeah, if you get that inter area thing up, as long as you are in range of that.
What the fuck? I showed up someplace where I shouldn't have shown up. I showed up at a dock someplace all the way to fuck across.
Yeah. But it's like this is not the same fucking hex.
Yeah, hang on. Let me get out here with you so I can.
People have swam the channel. Yes, they have. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why I wound up over at that dock where I never go in Snug Harbor. I should have just landed on the main dock, is what I was saying. Because it was a teleport to Friendscroll. One of the odd docks throughout the island.
Why don't you just use the thing to teleport to the main docks? But
well, I teleported to you in Snug Harbor, but let's I know. Let's come out to one of these other ones like here, where you know.
I'm going back to the overworld map just so that way I can go to another town, not a POT. Okay, so we've already disproven the comment by two things.
Well, I'm trying to figure if we can get into other player-owned towns, but it looks like you literally have to be standing on top of them before you can actually get the access to the other POTs on the land.
Well, not always. Sometimes it comes up a little bit earlier.
Well, again,
sometimes it flags a little bit earlier.
Yeah, but
like Blood River outskirts came up right here.
Yeah, I went to Blood River. Oh, the outskirts. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's where Blood River outskirts is.
Which is not the hex that it's on.
How do you know?
Because the hex is this right here.
Well, just because there's a banner hanging in the air doesn't actually mean that's where it is. I mean, we can, Blood River, same difference. Come over to Blood River with the banner hanging in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get the access until you cross the fence into that hex.
Yeah, but
now I'm going to assume that the fence. I'm going to assume the fence line is actually on part of the actual hex. Because from over here, hold on, where is it? From over here, I can get the Blood River, and from over there, you can get the Blood River. So where, where is the actual hex? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not the actual hex though.
Well, again, but my biggest point is that when I put my mouse over Snug Harbor, you get the green interaction. Let's go try
Oh
a
yeah.
couple of the other islands down here real quick. I just want to see, because you used to be able to do it on these islands down here as well. And there's several of them down here.
Yes. The stupidity that is Shroud of the Avatar.
Like over here, used to be able to click
Wow.
on
It's an EVL member.
EVL. Holy shit. Kill him. He's PvP.
Why? What's the point?
And again, you used to be able to click on all these islands to double click. So
Yeah.
I don't agree, because again, the green interaction of the cursor comes up.
Green is usable.
Yes. So what
Green is
what I
usable.
think happened is somebody screwed the pooch and something broke, and that's the excuse they're making for why it wasn't fixed. Because
Yep.
again, if I come over here and put my mouse over all these other ones, we get green interaction with those actual towns themselves, not just the boats, but the towns themselves, which tell me they used to be double clickable.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I know they used to be double clickable because that's how I used to enter my own town. Instead of having to run, and let's go back over here real quick just to show you what I'm explaining. Let's run back up to Journey's End and Snug Harbor.
Where do I set my work setting?
There were plenty of times where I would come out of my own town here, and instead of having to go over to the boat, I would just double click and jump over to my town instead of having to go over to the boat and click on the boat, because the boat, was just a little too far away. Now, of course,
Yes.
I can click on that boat from Journey's End. I bet you know what happens when I click on that boat from Journey's End, right? Let's even go further than Journey's End. Let's see how far that applies. I'm way on the other side of Journey's End. Let's see what happens when I click that boat. Oh, look at that. I teleport. I teleport all the way in from 3 hexes, 4 hexes away, because, yeah.
It's one where it's not hex based. It's stupid.
If I can click it, I can use it. Got nothing to do with being on the fucking hex. But not being on the hex means I'm going to have to teleport back to town here so that we can do these final giveaways of the day.
You mean like sending bundles to Stymie and to Tina for me?
As we pull our final winners of the day. And it's Stymie and Mom. Congratulations.
Tina's logged in to an alt.
Yeah, because Tina's name is not coming up, or at least his last login was on an alt.
Yeah.
Tina's at work right now, so I doubt he's even logged in at all.
Tina logged into an alt. Okay, let's see who's getting a Steam key from me. And Andrea Kill on Site getting another Steam key to go along with what? Oh shit. I am logged out.
Closing the final giveaway, picking ourselves a winner. And Virtuous, congratulations. You are our final winner of the day. And you're going to get yourself a copy of Orbital.
Okay.
Orbital going out to Virtuous. Congratulations. And again, thank you all for joining us right here on NBNN. We'll be back with more tomorrow. Right here on NBNN. Until then,
what the fuck?
I'm Laz.
I'm Jack, and Andrea is going to get a copy of Turok.
And we are NBNN.
Authenticate my account.
Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.